What is up, sneakerheads? Got a pair of Lowheat here to unbox, but this is not mine. This is not my pair. This is the ladies. She decided to scoop this pair. She liked the color, and she doesn't have a pair of Air Max 1s, so she thought she would scoop them up, see what she thinks, try them on, and she got them off Nike. She got them off sneakers, so with Nike's return policy, if she doesn't love them, or they don't fit, she can return them, and that's okay, because in her size, they're relatively easy to obtain. As you can see here, it's a size 7 in women's. This is technically a women's release. So the 7's on top. This is a 5.5 men's or youth 5.5 grade school size. And what do we have here? The Nike Air Max 186 OG in white and royal blue. Yes, they used the same box they did for the red Air Max 186 Big Bubble that released last year. So they went back to the same kind of aged, scuffed box with the translucent swoosh kind of pointing to the air bubble tech that's in these. The first time the exposed air bubble was seen. They had been using air technology prior to this Air Max 1, just the first time it had been exposed. Designed by Tinker Hatfield. A lot of this info you may already know. A lot of other videos go over this info, so I'm not going to dwell too much on the history part. Check other videos or check my unboxing of the red Air Max 1 Big Bubble. I kind of cover a lot of that history, so I'm not going to belabor the point too much here. I think probably 50% of the audience is pretty well educated. I don't know, that's a rough guess. Let me know if you're not. All right, let's unbox these, see what they look like. I have my red pair here off to the side. Please, before I unveil these, please subscribe, do all the things. It's free to subscribe. It's the cheapest subscription out there. It's free. And I'd appreciate any likes, comments, etc. Yeah, I'm gonna prompt you for some comments in a bit. Would love if I got some some answers, some comments, some engagement. It helps the algorithm. So here, let's see here. Let's unveil these. And before I unveil them, yeah, I wasn't able to cop them. We'll get a little bit more into that and what they are, the retail market, if you should cop, etc. But the after sale market. But yeah, in the big sizes, the big men's sizes, they got gobbled up and they are not available. So I took an L on these, and I took an L on the shock drop on Air Max Day, the version with the neon midsole and the Air Max Date 326 on the dong. I took an L on both of those. So that's a bummer. At least I get to unbox these. And oh yeah, that is one clean looking sneaker. Big retro 1980 vibes. Big retro 80. Since I'm not like a huge Air Max head, I know that there's some folks out there that don't love the big bubble, because for the majority of its history, the Air Max 1 had the smaller bubble. This was, again, I said I wouldn't go into the history, but here I am going into the history. This was, why they're calling it the 86 is because conventional knowledge is that the Air Max 1 released in 1987. Well, technically, it got seeded to some influencers. They weren't called that back in the day, but to some people, and some limited sales were made in 1986, and they had a big air bubble, but these were cracking, were bursting. The technology wasn't there to support such a big air bubble, so they went back, tweaked the design a little bit, made a smaller air bubble, and that for 30 years, people have known the Air Max 1 to have that. And so I know a lot of people don't love the big bubble, even though this was the original design. In a way, I'm a purist and like that this is the original design, but I can understand. This was original, but only for a minute. This wasn't actually, what in actual concept, well, actually, this was the concept, but in actual practice was made. So I understand a lot of people aren't huge fans of that, but I don't know. I like it. You like your 360 Air and in the 97s and all these other ones. So like, what's the problem with this having a bigger air unit? This was the original design, so I don't get it. But yeah, so that's kind of the brief history of these. And I don't know, let me know, like, the true historians. I tried to Google it. But I could not find a definitive answer if in 1986, when they had the big bubbles, when these released early to some select people and were a handful of hundreds or thousands of pairs were sold, Was it just the red pair that had the big bubble? Because that would be interesting that they did these with the big bubble if the blue ones didn't get made with the big bubble in 1986. Now I know these dropped in 1987. This royal blue pair. I know it dropped alongside the red ones in 1987 when the design got tweaked and the official rollout happened. The big official public rollout happened. I know this was one of the two colorways, but I'm curious if this dropped in 1986 with the big bubble. I can't get definitive answer on that, or at least my research hasn't shown that. So someone drop a comment if you know for a fact. That'd be helpful. So yeah, this is women's size 7. As you can see, it's printed there as they used to do. You kind of got this soft, really soft cotton liner on the inside. There's the inside the tongue. Kind of have this velour nylon tongue there. Mesh toe box. Little soft synthetic suede here. I don't know if that's actual suede. Embroidered Nike Air there. Here you got your classic Air Max 1's outsole and blue hit on the toe there. And here's the really bright white midsole. These don't have a ton of give. I only have, a couple Air Max 1's. I have the clot, like see-through ones I wear from time to time. I actually have not worn my red ones yet. I do mean and intend to wear these at some point. I really would love the blue pair also, just to have like two of the OG colors. I mean, how can you not like the blue? I like the red just a hint more. It's just more me, but I also love this. I've been growing to love blue more in my later years. Just, I don't know. If you got a lead on these for retail, 11.5. 11.5 on StockX. I think these retail for $150. On StockX, you can find like the highest ask is like $140 something. So that's like, oh, that's below retail. But you know, if any of you have ever bought on StockX, you add $50 to that, shipping fees, etc., tax. Like it's a $200 shoe. And so like I don't want to pay $200. I want to pay $150 plus tax, maybe a little shipping. I want to pay like, $180 max. See what I did there? I want to pay $180 max. But yeah, basically they're only available in all the small sizes are available, and they go up to about men's size 10 or women's 11.5. I've seen them available for. I've even seen a couple sites men's 11 or what is that? Women's 12.5. I've seen a couple retailers with that, but like I have not seen above that. And I need an 11.5 or 12. I've noticed the 13.5 women's or 12, that's a 12 men's, are a little bit pricier on StockX. There must be fewer pairs out there, or they're more coveted, because then it gets up to like 180. But yes, if you could drop a comment, I look at all your comments. There's your plug for comments. If you happen to have a lead on a retailer who has them for retail left, I'd appreciate you. Now, if you are interested in these, you're checking out my video and you're like, do I want these? Do I want to cop these? Do I not? This will be a shoe that they retro every, 5 to 10 years. It will come back around for sure. Maybe next time it won't have the big air bubble. But if you're a small foot, if you're a woman or just have a small foot, there's a chance these could go on sale. I remember these, I thought these would go crazy and they didn't. I think some, like these, big sizes I think got snatched up, but a lot of like smaller sizes were available. I think even the big sizes once here and there were available. Maybe I'm remembering that incorrectly, but I think the small sizes sat. I think some of these sizes for these went on sale. Again, I might be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I am. So these, you can risk it. These could hit sale and you could cop them for even cheaper. But if you're in that big size range, I think, men's size 9 to 10, I would cop now. If you can find them for retail and want them, do it. Don't risk it. Don't be like me. Yeah, but smaller sizes, I think it's a good shot to go on sale. If you just truly love the shoe, though, too. I mean, you should just buy it. If you got the chance for retail, go ahead, pull the trigger. Clean shoe. Not super comfortable, but, they get the job done. They're good everyday work shoes, etc. If you got to do a ton of standing at work or whatever, and you're kind of in your 30s, you're like me, like kids can stand around in like Vans all day. It doesn't matter. But if you're, if foot comfort starts to matter to you, I feel like that happens in your mid-30s. These aren't the ones to stand around in all day, I don't think. There's more comfortable shoes out there than these. But yeah, no extra laces, nothing like that. But super, super clean. A little this suede on top, on the upper is a little bit a hint of gray. I don't know if you can tell. Everything else though is pretty shiny, stark white. Yeah, I like these a lot. Again, I gotta break these other the red ones out more and wear them. So I don't know. I wonder what I gave those as a rating. I can't obviously try these on for you, but let's see. Really like the color. I don't know if these get a 9. These click close to a 9. I feel like I gave the red ones a 9. I'm gonna give these like a 8 point. I like the big bubble talk. I really would like to know if these released as a big bubble. I feel like that's a 0.25 bump up in my rating. If the blue ones also released as a big bubble, 0.25 up. If they didn't, 0.25 down for like, you know, not quite hitting on the story, being in line with history. Super clean, can't go wrong with royal blue. I think I'm going to give these like a 8.75 or an 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. Very high rating. I would love a pair of these. Don't need them. I missed out on the airmax day ones. I was willing to settle for those, but now the owner of these shoes interrupting my shoe video. That's okay. She can do that. I would have liked those as a consolation prize. I really don't like the 326 on there. Oh, that's a good comments question. Let me know in the comments if you like those Air Max Day pairs, the yellow midsole and the 326 there. Let me know if you like those. Anyways, let me know about that, and if you're copping, if you're not, what you're doing. Do you like these better than the red ones? What you did for Air Max Day? Did you wear anything? Did you cop any Air Max? What do you think of the DNs? I kind of like them. I don't need them though. Would love to know all those questions. So drop a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.